60 seconds to air. Jason, looking sharp. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this time I didn't change the one date on there. Oh, well, no big deal. This is actually episode 202 with a VTR of October 23rd of 2023. So let's, of course, go out here, see if we can have a great show this evening. Travis, are you ready?
Give me a few seconds because I could probably make myself sound possibly a little bit better. So a few seconds for that. Sorry, we're live. I should have been ready with that.
That's okay. You know, that's what we do here at MVG Productions. We're glad to have everybody here. I will say that for another great episode of Monopoly. I know this is what we've all been waiting for. Matter of fact, while you do that, let's see if I can do a little something here that will change anything. Probably not, but I'm at least going to see as Travis gets everything ready on his end.
I believe I'm ready.
And of course, it didn't change anything. Oh well, who gives a crap?
Well, fuck you.
Right. Oh no, I didn't mean on your end. I meant on my end, but hey, that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I'm used to you mouthing me. All right, so here we go. It's time for episode 2.
Shut up. That's gross.
Well, all right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, Monopoly, the world's most popular board game, is now the most popular TV game. Here come the players. The red player, Scott. The gold player, Nels, and the green player, Adam. Here comes Mr. Monopoly, Jason Meyers, and here comes our host, Kevin Ferguson.
Hey, welcome back once again for another fantastic episode of Monopoly right here from Grandma Studios inside of the MVG production house. It is good to see all of you once again. We are back, episode number 202, just getting started here on season 2, and we have got our first champion of season 2. He took down Jason Meyers in the last episode. He's got himself currently $9,980. Welcome back, our red player, Mr. Scott Michels. Scott, welcome back to Monopoly.
Hi, Terry.
It is fantastic to see you there, Scott, and trust me, I mean that. So, Scott, last time you were able to take down Jason Meyers, who is absolutely, as we know, no slouch in this game. So, do you think you've got what it takes again tonight to take down these two new players?
Hey, I am hoping so. These two are great at trivia, that is for sure. I'm just happy I finally won a game and hoping I can make it 2 in a row.
Well, and that's good to hear. So, yeah, checking the live chat messages right now. Yes, well, I would love to say that we're in stereo where available. Unfortunately, it seems like my microphone is not in stereo this evening. I do apologize for that. Hopefully, everything won't mess up here. I am going to try a little trick while our next player comes in here to introduce himself. And again, hopefully it won't mess the audio up too much. But, of course, coming to us now from the yellow position, he comes to us from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. I would like to apologize to everyone out there as we get started. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, it is Captain Onesie himself, Nels Snatcher. Nels, welcome back to Monopoly.
Captain Onesie, huh, sir? Okay. Yeah, from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. I'm a bowler. I bowled my highest game a couple weeks ago of 247. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm not touching that one, turd. I swear to God, I'm not touching that one. I will try. He's very smart, and my other competitor is smart too, but it's going to be a good game either way. I got to put words in my mouth. Gosh. Yes, it is. You're great at it. Thank you.
Having me here. I like red. Red's my favorite color. Well, I know Scott Michaels is a really good player in any game, and I'm just hoping the questions would fall my way, and I'll do what I can to get as much properties to make it green.
Yeah, I got the live stream unmuted. I can't hear you on the live stream at all.
What about now?
Yep.
There it is. Fantastic. Okay. I saw what the problem was. We've got it fixed. That is good. Hopefully people are hearing me well now out there. Do I sound better on the live stream now?
You sound about the same.
Well, fantastic. I just don't even give a shit anymore at this point. I'm over it.
Let's roll with it.
Yeah, we'll eventually figure it out. Who knows? Maybe I'll eventually, if anybody wants to throw some money into the Turd Ferguson needs a better microphone fund, then we can get a better microphone going on here. Maybe this season will sound better as it goes along. But yeah. With that being said, I do apologize. We're trying our very best here, and let me see real quick because I can hear the crackling as well. I'm just trying to double check something on my computer. All right, so I may go out for a split second. I'm going to switch to a different port. Okay. Can anybody hear me yet? Okay, so once you can hear me on the live stream, tell me if it sounds any better. Oh, it actually does sound better on the live stream. That's even better. So, with that being said, hopefully that fixed the issue. All I did was switch USBs. So, all right, here we go. So, as we were saying previously on Monopoly, here in our acquisition round, of course, our players are going to be going around. You won't see Mr. Monopoly hopping around on the board as this is the updated version of the software, but players will be going around. I will announce which property we're on. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep up with it correctly. Of course, my judges, Travis Coulter, and our new Mr. Monopoly, Jason Meyers, will be sitting there keeping up and making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing correctly. If not, they have promised they will cane me nothing short of 7 times. So if they answer questions correctly, they will get the dollar amount for that property. And once we've made it through all properties in that color, if one person owns all the properties, they will get the combined value added into their bank and they will take it over with their color. If it is owned by multiple people, then we will go through a showdown round until we get someone that owns all 3 properties. So with that being said, that's enough talking by me. It's time for us to get in the game. Let's do it. Here we go. We're going to start on Mediterranean Avenue. Mediterranean is a $60 property, and it's going to come with this question. Good luck, players. In which American sport was Mickey Mantle famous? Scott.
Baseball.
Baseball is correct. $60 comes over to you. We now move over to Baltic. Another $60 property with
We lost you, Jared.
oh yeah, I'm back here. I had to move. It clicked out on me too, but well, okay. Hold the phone. Okay, don't know what's going on there, but hopefully it is fixed. Let's continue. Let's see. Here we go. In warfare, bisulfide is also known as what type of gas first used in the First World War? Adam.
Sulfur?
No, I'm sorry, and unfortunately that's going to cost you $60. Scott or Nails? Scott.
I'll try it. Mustard gas?
Mustard gas is correct. So, Scott, we're going to give you the $60 for that. That takes you up to $120. And congratulations, that's also going to give you and I guess we're just going to go ahead and do it now, gives you the brown properties. I don't feel good about it, but it is what it is. So that is $120 combined value, takes you up to $240. We now move over into our light blue properties, and next we are at Oriental Avenue. $100 for this question. In biology, the epidermis is the outer layer, and that's Scott.
The skin.
Skin is correct. Well done, takes you up to $340. Next, we move over to Vermont Avenue, another $100 property with this question. Which Dirty Dancing actor had a 1988 hit single with She's Like the Wind? And that's Nails.
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze is correct. Well done, sir. Gives you $100. And now we move over to Connecticut Avenue, $120 property with this question. I can't ask that one. Let's do this one. All right. In sport, with which British boxer did Evander Holyfield draw? And that's Nails.
Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis is correct. $120 for you. There you go. Well done. Takes you to $220. Means now we're going to have a showdown between Scott and Nails. Scott, you need to get 2 answers correct. Nails, you only need 1 to take over the light blue properties. Here comes that first showdown question. Adam, just take a little break. In food, what type of food is the Turkish dish baklava? Is it a stew or a sweetmeat? Nails.
Sweetmeat.
It is a sweet meat. Well done, Nels. And we were going to get $320 of combined value, and that takes you up to $540. We now make our turn onto 2nd Street, and that takes us to our Magenta Properties and St. Charles Place. This is a $140 property with this question. In geography, the village of Marathon is located in which European country?
Come on. Right there. It's not letting me buzz.
So let's double check real quick. So everybody hold up. All right, I'm going to change.
Yeah,
So
I think
now this is not going to be your buzz in, but double check it. So I've switched it around. Try to buzz in again.
I need to refresh the page.
Okay.
No, I press buzz and then it gets stuck in mid buzz.
Odd. All right, well, let's do this just to be fair. So real quick, guys, go ahead and back up in your hack box. I'm going to reload a new room and see if that clears up the problem. So your new code is going to be P as in Paul, C as in Charlie, Q as in Quick, S as in Sam.
Okay,
and thank you to those of you out there watching. The first letter was P as in Paul.
And the rest, I'm sorry.
Oh, C as in Charlie, Q as in Quick, S as in Sam.
Okay. They're rooting for you.
They would do what now?
They're rooting for you.
They're rooting for Nels.
Nels.
What?
Okay, so real quick, Scott, go ahead and try your buzzer. Okay.
There we go.
Nels, try yours. Adam. Okay, so I'm going to read a new question. To be fair, that last one, the answer was Greece. Just so
I wouldn't have got that.
Dang it.
All right, here we go. Next question. In which South American country is Punta Arenas one of the southern... And that's Nels.
I'm going to say Brazil.
No, I'm sorry, Nels. That's going to cost you $140, taking you to $400. I'll finish the question. No, I won't, Adam.
Argentina?
No, I'm sorry. That's going to take $140 from you as well, taking you to negative $200. Scott, I'll finish the question for you. In which South American country is Punta Arenas one of the southernmost cities in the world? Go ahead, Scott.
Is that Chile?
It is in Chile. All right, $140 comes over to you, takes you up to $480.
How could this be over here in my...
Yes. We now move over to States Avenue. This is a $140 property with this next question. In science, what invention of the 1950s contains thousands of tiny transistors on a piece of material smaller than a stamp?
I don't know, just sitting in my foxhole.
The correct answer is a microchip. A microchip. All right, so that means we're going to be cutting the value of that property in half. It's now going to be worth $70 for the next question. In medicine, which blood-sucking creatures are used to extract blood? And that's Scott.
A leech.
A leech is correct. All right, $70 for you takes you up to $550.
I'm just over here in my foxhole.
All right, next up, we've got Virginia Avenue. This is a $160 property with this next question. In Greek mythology, Orpheus's wife, Eurydice, and I apologize, Nels?
God. I don't know. Ah, dang it.
I'm sorry. I have to rule you wrong there. It's going to cost you $160. I will continue the question. Now, I apologize if I mispronounced it. Eurydice died from the bite of what kind of reptile?
Oh,
is it?
Oh, time. It's a snake.
Oh, I was
Hith.
thinking that.
Hith, go take a you-know-what. All right, we're cutting the value of that down in half. It's now $80 for this next question. What type of music did pianist Jelly Roll Morton claim to have invented? I like the name Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to kick yourself. That was jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz.
Dang it.
All right, let's continue on with the next question. In human biology, what P, and that's P as in Paul, describes the soft, moist matter beneath the enamel and dentine, and that's Scott.
Palette?
No, I'm sorry, it's going to cost you 80. I'll continue. It describes the soft, moist matter beneath the enamel and dentine of a tooth. Nels.
Plaque?
No, sorry, cost you 80 as well. You're down to 160. Adam?
I'm just gonna sit here in my foxhole on that.
All right, you'll find it in orange juice. It's the pulp.
Oh,
And no, that's not fiction.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's try another $80 question. We were going so well. In which American state is the winter sports resort of Aspen? Nels.
Colorado.
It is in Colorado. $80 coming to you. You're back to 240. All right, showdown time once again. Scott and Nels. Scott, you only need one correct answer. Nels, you're going to need two.
That's not surprising.
Not at all.
I'm just
All
over
right, here we
here in my
go.
hole.
Okay, we know that you're in the foxhole. Thank you for reminding us. Here we go. Here's your first showdown question. In marine life, the terms cycloid and placoid refer to what part of a fish? Remember,
Go
no
for
money
it.
at stake.
I don't know.
Scott.
The gills?
No, I'm sorry. Remember, no money at stake. Nails, you want a shot at it?
I don't know.
You should have at least taken a shot. It's the scales.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's try this one. In music, Schubert composed the song Death and the What in 1817?
Could you repeat, please?
After Scott takes a guess. Scott?
Death and the Rest?
No, I'm sorry. All right, repeating the question for Nels.
Yeah.
In music, Schubert composed the song Death and the blank in 1817.
The death and the marriage. I don't know.
It did start with an M. It was Maiden.
Maiden. Okay.
Yep. All right, here we go. Next question. In the Bible, how many fish did Jesus use to feed the 5,000? Scott?
Was it one?
No. Nels, I know your
No,
feelings.
no,
here, but
I won't try.
go for it.
10?
No, it was only 2.
Oh.
Yep. All right, let's try again. In film, who starred in the title role of the 1992 comedy My Cousin Vinny? Nels?
Joe Pesci?
Joe Pesci. All right, Nels has one. He needs one more. Scott, you need one. Here we go. In the animal kingdom, what is the name given to a group of dolphins? Scott?
A school?
No. Nels?
Pod?
It is a pod. And Nels has taken the Magenta Property Group, and with it, $450 takes him up to $680. Thank God we're off those. All right. We now move over to the Orange Property Group, and first up is St. James Place. This is a $180 property with this question. In art, in the title of the famous portrait by Franz Hals, what is the Cavalier doing? He's laughing. He's laughing just like at me for asking that question. Yeah. All right, here we go. So we're going to cut that property down in half. It's now a $90 property. Next question. A GET, that's G-E-T, is a bill of divorce in which religion? Nels.
Buddha?
No, I'm sorry. It's going to cost you 90. You're down to $5.90. Scott or Adam?
Nope.
That would be Judaism. All right, we'll try another $90 question. Boy, this is going well. The university city of Berkeley is in which American state? Nails.
California.
California is correct. $90 back to you. You're back up to $680. We now move over to Tennessee Avenue. This is another $180 property, hopefully. Next question. In medicine, a phlebotomy is an incision into what V? Oh, really? It's into a vein. A phlebotomist takes your blood.
Oh!
Yeah.
Dang it.
It's sure not your vagina. All right, how about we continue on? All right, let me ask him about colors or something. All right, here we go. Here's your question. The Khyber Pass connects Afghanistan to which country? Scott?
Pakistan?
Pakistan is correct. Well done.
Oh, I
You up to
had a
560?
50-50.
Yeah. All right. Now we move over to New York Avenue. $200 property. Next question. The 1950 novel, A Town Like Alice, is set against the backdrop of which war?
Oh.
Nels.
Civil War?
No, I'm sorry. It's going to cost you $200. Takes you to 480. Scott or Adam?
Yeah, AAA.
So, gentlemen, what war had just recently ended in 1950?
World War II.
World War II. All right. Boy, we're struggling right now, but let's see if we can get out of it. $100 now for this next question. In modern history, which Soviet leader published his first major work in 1914 called Marxism and the Nationality Question? Nels.
Lenin?
No, I'm sorry. Takes you to 380. Scott or Adam?
Oh, dang it. No, I know it.
Time is up. It's Joseph Stalin.
So, I was completely wrong. I would
like to welcome everybody here to the 3-hour version of Monopoly.
Hey!
Hopefully, we'll be lucky enough, and this won't get our channel canceled. Don't need 3 copyright strikes, do we? All right. Here we go. Next question for $100. In jazz, which instrument was big band leader Buddy Rich famous for playing? Scott.
Saxophone?
No, that's going to cost you $100. Nels or Adam? Adam.
Trumpet.
No, I'm sorry. That's going to cost you $100 as well, down to negative $300. Nels? Go for it.
Trombone?
No, I'm sorry. You're down to 280. It was the drums, gentlemen. Drums.
Okay.
Braden?
All right. Let's continue on with another $100 question.
I'll hop down, John.
Okay.
All right, let's see. In which African country would you find Mombasa? That would be Kenya. We continue. Which Russian composer wrote Swan Lake and the Nutcracker Suite? And that's Scott.
Tchaikovsky.
Thank you, Lord. He got it. 560. All right. So it's been so long. Jason or Travis, can you remind me how many properties does each player have?
I don't know. I've slept since then.
Oh God!
I think
Who got the first one?
I did.
So Scott has 2, and Nels
Alright.
has 1.
All right, so here we go, showdown. Yeah, we should be able to keep up with this. I know it, but yeah, this is one of those. And yes, Tony, you're right. Merv Griffin is being concerned about this show getting canceled. All right, here we go. Scott, you need 1 correct answer. Nels, you need 2, and I need some Tums.
Sony and Hasbro's getting worried too.
Right? All right, here we go. In January 2000, which former German chancellor resigned as honorary chairman of the Christian Democratic Union Party in the wake of a corruption scandal? Go ahead and buzz it, Travis. Thank you. That would be Helmut Kohl.
You mean Helmut Smacker?
Name.
All right, let's continue. Which canal in Central America allows ships to travel between? And that's Nels.
Panama.
The Panama Canal is correct.
Oh,
Scott
I
Nels,
almost said Suez.
one correct answer.
I almost said
Each is
Suez.
what you need. Here comes that next question. Where in Sweden is the Nobel Prize Foundation located? Nels.
Stockholm.
Stockholm is correct. Well done, Nels.
Oh, thank you.
The Orange Property Group with it $560 of combined value, and it takes you to $840. We now make our turn on to 3rd Street. About an hour and a half past when we thought we'd be here. We had to stop for a lot of potty breaks. So we start on Kentucky Avenue. $220 property. Let's see if it stays $220 with this question. Audiology, and that's Otology, is the study of what? Nels.
Hearing.
I will accept that. The ear's hearing. I will accept that.
Okay.
All right, $220 comes over to you, takes you up to $1,060. We now move over to Indiana Avenue, another $220 property with this question. In the Bible, what instrument was David playing when Saul hurled a spear at him? That would be a harp.
Oh. Dang. Okay.
All right, we're going down to $110 for this next question. Boy, I'm trying to find one that might be a little easier. According to the saying, wasting energy on a lost cause is like flogging a dead what?
Oh. Can I?
Yes,
Is it a horse?
it's a dead horse.
Oh.
That's where you get the, in America, I guess we more often say it's beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
Just kind of like me asking questions here tonight, I guess. All right, another $110 question.
Hey,
What
hey,
would-
I got an idea.
What would you be lacking if you were dehydrated? Scott.
Water.
Water. Go figure. 670 is what Scott has. And now we move over to the final red property. This is Illinois Avenue. $240. Next question. Complete the line of this song from a famous musical. The hills are alive with the sound of... Scott?
Oh!
Music.
Music. 2 in a row. $910 is what you got. All right, and we've got Scott with 2 correct answers. Nels with 1. Nels, you've done it a couple times in a row where you've gotten 2 right. Let's see if you can do it again. And
Okay.
Scott, let's see if you can get yourself another Monopoly.
Fingers crossed.
What is the name of the highest mountain peak in the world? Scott.
Everest.
Everest is correct, and Scott, you have taken the red property group. With it comes $680 of combined value. Takes you up to $1,590. We now move over to our yellow properties. We start with Atlantic Avenue. This is a $260 property with this question. In the children's stories by Jean de Brunhoff, what kind of animal is Babar? Nels.
A bear.
No, I'm sorry. That's going to take you 800. Adam.
Elephant.
Babar is an elephant.
Oh!
$260 goes to Adam Marvis. First answer, he's at -40.
Yay, Adam.
We now move over
Oh,
to Vineyard
why I-
Avenue. $260 again for this question. In the Bible, which future king of Israel killed Goliath? Nels.
David.
David. $260 brings you back to $1,060. Now we go to Marvin Gardens. This is a $280 property with this question. In the animal kingdom, how many cells does a unicellular organism have? Scott.
1.
It does have 1. Takes you to 1870, and all players have a property here. So that means we need 2 correct answers by one of you to take over the Monopoly, and they do not have to be consecutive.
Okay.
So here we go. First one. What L is the name for the type of nonsense verse which shares its name with an Irish town? Scott.
Limerick.
A limerick is correct.
Oh, wow, what the hell?
You need 1 more correct answer. Next question. In money, what kind of card is referred to as plastic money? Nels.
Credit card.
Credit card is correct. Nels has a correct answer. 1 more for you. Adam, you can still do this. All right, math question, players. Add together the number of sides that 3 triangles have in total. Scott.
9.
That would be 9. And Scott, you have taken the yellow properties. That's $800 of combined value, which takes you up to $2,670. We now finally make that turn onto 4th Street. This is Pacific Avenue. It is a very specific avenue at that, and it's a $300 property, and it's going to come with this question. In science, which element appears in charcoal, coal, and diamonds? Scott.
Carbon.
Carbon is correct. $300 comes to you. You're at $2,970. Next is the home of our fearless leader, Brandon Scruggs. It's North Carolina Avenue. It is a $300 property with this question. In food, Nouvelle cuisine was developed in which country?
I have a guess, but
Nels, what was your guess?
France.
You would have just got $300.
Damn it.
Ooh.
All
Okay.
right, so we now have to cut that property in half down to $150. Next question. In the animal kingdom, what O is an edible mollusk that is known to produce pearls? Adam.
Oyster.
Oyster is correct. You are now in the positive at
Yes.
$110.
Yes.
We now go to the home of the president, Pennsylvania Avenue. $320 property with this question. In human biology, which hollow muscular organ has contractions that pump blood throughout the body? Scott.
The heart.
The heart is correct. That gives you $320, and you're up to $32.90. All right, so that means it's now going to be a showdown between Scott and Adam. So, Scott, one correct answer is what you need. Adam, you're going to need 2 to get your first Monopoly. And here comes that first question. In geography, Tiananmen Square is in which country? Scott?
China?
China is correct, and you have taken the green property group. It's $920, and that brings you to $4,210. We now move over to our final property group. It's the dark blue properties, and we start with Park Place. This is a $350 property with this question. The word tripartite means divided into how many parts?
Repeat that word.
Tripartite. Scott.
3?
That would be 3. $350 comes to you. You're to $45.60, and we're now to the final property. It is Boardwalk. This is a $400 property with this question. In which European country would you find the resort of Marbella? Adam.
France?
No, I'm sorry. It's going to cost you $400. Takes you to negative $290. Scott.
Italy?
No, that's going to cost you $400. $41.60. Nels.
I'm not touching it.
All right. Well, if you just, it's not for money. If you had to guess.
UK? I don't know.
No, it's in Spain.
Spain, okay.
All right. Here we go with the next question. This is now going to be a cut in half, $200. In which country would you kiss the Blarney Stone? Nels.
Ireland.
Ireland is correct. That takes you up to $12.60. And now we have showdown between Scott and Nels for the final property group. One correct answer takes it. So here we go. Here is that question. Frisian and Jersey are types of what? Scott?
Shirts?
No, sorry. Nels?
Hats?
No, they're cows.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Another showdown question. In human biology, what is the name for the reflex by which the eyelids close quickly? And that's Scott.
Blinking.
Blinking is correct, Scott. You have taken the final property group. It is worth $750 for your score, which takes you up to $4,910. And that, of course, brings us to the end of the acquisition round. Thank God. So let's take a look at where we stand. Adam Oliver, you have no property group and negative $290. Nels, you have 3 property groups and $1,260. And of course, in first place is our champion, Scott Michels. Scott, you have 5 properties and $4,910. So we're going to go take a commercial break. While we're there, our players are going to be making some moves where they're buying some properties, buying some upgrades to their properties. And when we come back, we're going to play our big 15-minute big money round where we find out who's going to move on to play for up to $50,000 when we go once around the block right here on your favorite board game, the Small Gun Show. That's right, it's Monopoly. Yeah, now you guys can actually hear me out there in TV land. We're trying to get something fixed here with our timer. So thank you very much for your patience. There it is. Okay, we're just going to make that a little bit smaller here in just a second once we set the timer to the 15 minutes, of course. And now we're going to make that way smaller and drop it down here in the corner. So that way you guys know exactly how much time there is. All right, so here we go. As we were saying just a moment ago, of course, after all the houses and hotels have been added on, we've still got Adam in third place at -290, Nails in second at 10, Scott in first at $2,010. But of course, anything can change here in this round. And now it is absolutely my esteemed pleasure to welcome our newest member here to the Monopoly family. He is Mr. Monopoly now for season 2. It is Jason Meyers. Jason, welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is.
And why did I hit that button? I'm like, I hit the wrong button. I ended up hitting the lock screen on my keyboard. It's like my computer doesn't want me to see what's going on. Anyways, hi, we're live. Hi.
Yeah, right. So hey, don't worry. I know the feeling there. So all right, we are going to, of course, get this thing going, and of course, you're going to be rolling some dice over there for us.
Yep.
Here in just a moment. So of course, now players here in our second round, here's how it's going to go. As you heard me mention, there's going to be that 15 minutes on the clock there. You're going to be trying to go around this board. If the Mr. Monopoly character lands on your property, you will get a trivia question where you will have a chance to win a certain amount of money that will come off of how many upgrades you've made to your property. We've also got chance and community chest where I have got cards here sitting in front of me that we will be using that will tell us certain actions that need to happen. And of course, the big one out there, we've got our railroads. And of course, on those lead us to our hostile takeovers where players could be switching properties that they own in an instant. So with that being said, let's go ahead. There we go. Mr. Monopoly is on the board. So with that, whenever our friend there, Mr. Monopoly, gives us that first roll, then we're going to start our 15-minute clock.
Just hoping it doesn't start how last episode started, just for the player's sake. We are off to the races with a 2.
All right, time has started, and that takes us to community chest. So let's draw our first community chest card, and it says, red player must make building improvements. You're going to be paying $50 per house and $250 per hotel.
Ooh.
So with that, out of fairness to the players, we're going to pause the timer while we do a little math here. So let's see, we've got $750, we've got $1,500, we have got $2,000.
2,300 on the bottom, 2,500, 2,700, $2,900.
Okay, so
Aren't you glad you didn't put hotels on the far side?
So $2,900 is coming out of your bank, unfortunately, Scott. That takes you to negative $890 on one draw. I'm so sorry. All right, so that hurt. With that being said, we continue our clock and our next roll, please.
6 and a 4 for a 10.
All right. That 10 will take us around to the electric company. Tell us about Mr. Monopoly.
Well, players, you landed on one of our utility properties. If you answer this question correctly, you get 100 times what I just rolled, so $1,000 at stake.
All right, big question here, and here it comes. You will be buzzing in.
Do we lose money if we get it wrong?
No, you do not lose money. You can only earn it.
Got it.
All right, here we go. Which famous waxwork modeler was born in 1761 in Switzerland? Guys, that would be Madame Tussaud. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tussaud, potato.
Yeah. Potato. All right, here we go. Next roll.
Is that 2 again?
All right, we are over to Virginia Avenue.
And Nels, here's a chance for you to get some money, $360 with your two houses.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Nails, on a 24-hour clock, what time is it 4 hours after noon?
4 afternoon. Okay, 11. 8?
No, I'm sorry. So we got a jump in. All right, Scott,
1600.
it's 1600.
Oh, okay.
All right, $360 comes over to Scott. Scott, that gets you now
You're
up
welcome,
to
Scott,
negative
sir.
530. All right, next roll.
6 and a 1 for a 7.
That takes us to Kentucky Avenue.
And Scott, here's a chance to get on the plus side. You got a hotel, so 1,050 riding on this.
All right, Scott, here comes your question. Which TV comedy of the 1970s and 80s originally featured the Fonz?
God. Happy Days.
Happy Days is correct.
Oh,
Happy
you-
Days for you. 1,050 takes you up to 520. All right, next roll, please.
6 and a 1 for a 7.
That takes us to Waterworks.
Well, players, there's our other utility property. $700 riding on this question. Good luck.
Yeah, and here it is. In history, what type of creature did coal miners use to provide a warning? And that's Scott.
Canary.
That's the exact answer is canary. I would have accepted bird in general. Canary is correct. $700 is going to be coming your way. Takes you to 1220. All right, next roll, please.
1 and 4 for a 5.
Uh-oh.
And that takes us to Community Chest. So our next card we draw, Bank Error. The yellow player will be collecting $250.
Yeah, baby.
That takes you up to 260 now. All right, next roll.
2 and a 3 for a 5.
Aww.
And that is luxury time.
Here we go.
Yeah, players, unfortunately, $75 comes out of all of your banks and goes straight into free parking.
Here we have
All right, so there we go. We've taken that away. Let's go to our next roll.
1 and a 6 again for a 7.
All right, and real quick, we're gonna give $200 for pass and go to all of our players. And what does that mean?
Woo! Woo! Hostile takeover time, players. First person to answer this question correctly gets a chance to take over somebody else's property. Who's it going to be?
All right, players, this could make
before.
a huge difference. Here's your question. In history, Neil Armstrong was the first human to set foot where?
I'm trying
to buzz.
Adam.
Ah,
The moon.
The moon is correct.
Oh.
All right, Adam, tell us, where are we attacking?
Let's go after the Browns.
Okay, so we're going to start here at Mediterranean Avenue. Now, remember, if you get this wrong, you are going to have to pay $250 over to Scott. You need 2 correct answers to take these properties away. So here we go. First question. Kleptomania is a compulsion to do what?
Oh gosh. Kleptomania.
I'm sorry, time is up. Correct answer is to steal. So that means you're going to lose $250, and Scott, you will be gaining that $250. Sorry about that. That is the end of the hostile takeover. All right, next roll, please.
Oh,
3 and a 5 for an 8.
All right, that takes us to Connecticut Avenue.
Nels, $240 riding on this with your 2 houses. Good luck.
All right, here comes your question. Nels, in food, guacamole is a dip or spread which originates from which country?
Mexico, please.
Mexico is correct. Well done. All right, $240 coming over to you. You're at the 625. Next roll, please.
1 and 2 for a 3.
And we're back to the electric company.
We're getting the money out of the utilities bit by bit. $300 riding on this question.
All right, players, here we go. Which American film actor has the nicknames the Italian Stallion and Slop? And that's Nels.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone is correct. That's $300 more coming to you. You're at the 925. Next roll, please.
1 and 4 for a 5.
Community chest again.
This guy doesn't like this.
All right, and here comes the next one. It is Inheritance. Green player, you collect $250.
Oh, yes.
That still has you in the hole, though, at -165. Next roll, please.
3 and 5 for an 8.
Looky, looky, we're at the B&O Railroad, which means...
Woo-woo! Hostile takeover again, players. Another chance to take over somebody's property. Good luck.
All right, here it goes. Hands on buzzers. What F is a large bird with pink feathers, webbed feet, and that's Scott.
Flamingo.
Flamingo is correct. All right, Scott, what are we attacking?
Light blue.
Right, please. All right, we start at Oriental Avenue. So right now, $110 is what's at risk on this next question. In pop music, what singer is Art Garfunkel most associated?
Are you talking about Simon Garfunkel?
Is that your answer?
Yes.
You're correct. Paul Simon. No, that is correct. Paul Simon is correct.
Jason.
All right, so now we move over to Vermont Avenue. Again, $110 at risk. In geography, Arkansas and Delaware are states in which country?
The USA.
The USA is correct. All right, and to be able to take away this property group, but with $240 at risk, here is your next question. What M, as in Michael, is a species of weasel that has a rich brown fur used in fashion?
Minx.
Mink is correct, and you have taken that property group.
I'm glad you took the plural.
So with that, you take the $320 of combined value, which takes you up to $1,915. All right, next roll, please.
5 and 3 for an 8.
Community chest.
Come on, hostile takeover! Come on, hostile takeover!
Our next community chest card says interest rate hike. Yellow player must pay 10% of his score. So
Great!
10% of 925 would be $92.50. We will round that up to $93, which we are taking away, which takes you down to $832. Next roll,
Oh,
please.
lovely.
1 and 5 for a 6.
Oh, come on, hostile takeover.
Indiana Avenue.
Oh, Scott, a chance for you to increase your lead. Another 1050 riding on this property with a hotel.
All right. Toto was the name of Dorothy's dog in which 1939 film?
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz is correct. Takes you to 29.65. Next roll, please. We're under 3 minutes remaining.
1 and 5 for a 6 again.
Oh, no.
That's Marvin Gardens.
Scott, more money at stake. $1,200 this time with a hotel.
In nature, what type of area would be described as arid?
A desert.
We will accept that. We will accept that. Desert is correct. $1,200 more dollars up to $41.65. Next roll, please.
6 and 3 for a 9.
Oh, luxury tax.
Great!
Gotta pay that jeweler again. 75 from everybody, please.
All right, that put, even though it doesn't show there, that's $9.50 in free parking. Another roll.
2 and 3 for a 5.
All right, and with that, $200 goes in for pass and go. And we are on Baltic Avenue.
Well, Scott, it might be low money, but it's still money. $450 for a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Scott. In geography, which European country's name means low-lying land?
Can you repeat that? Oop, we're losing you.
Uh-oh.
Low-lying land.
Yeah, you're cutting out on our end.
Yeah, we're losing you, turd.
Okay, what about now?
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the question, then I will start the timer
Got it.
since there was some time lost. In geography, which European country's name means low-lying land?
Liechtenstein?
No, toss up for Nails and Adam.
I got nothing.
All right, that was the Netherlands. All right, another roll. 1 minute remaining.
4 and 1 for a 5.
That's Vermont Avenue.
Well, Scott, there's only one house here, but it's still worth 110 if you know this question.
All right, Scott, which of the Minogue sisters played Emma Jackson on the Australian soap opera Home and Away?
Kylie?
No, toss up.
I don't know.
Nope.
Nope.
That would be Danny. All right, next roll.
3 and 3 for a 6.
Virginia Avenue.
Now there's a chance for you to get some money. $360 riding on this.
All right, Nels. In medicine, tinnitus affects which organ of the body?
The head.
Okay, I'm going to need you to be more specific.
The brain.
No, I'm sorry. Toss up Scott and Adam.
Come on.
I needed to click back to buzz. There we go.
Scott,
Ears.
it's the ear.
Oh,
All right, you were able to steal $360. And we heard that sound a moment ago. We are at the end of the big money round. Let's take a look at our standings. We have got Adam Oliver in third place at -$40. Nell Snestrud currently stands in second at $957, and Scott Michaels running away with this thing at $4,650. We're going to go and take our final commercial break of the evening, and when we come back, we're going to find out, after selling back all of the upgrades, who's going to win and move on to play for $50,000 when we go once around the clock. Find out when we come back right here at everybody's favorite game show. That's right, it's Monopoly. All right, welcome back everybody here to Monopoly. It is that time to get it all figured out and see who is going to be winning this game this evening. So let's do it. All right, we start with you, Adam Oliver, negative $40 in third place. Unfortunately, you didn't have any properties tonight, which means you will finish tonight's game at negative $40. Next, we move over to our yellow player, Nels Snesrud. Nels, you are in second at $957.
Yep.
We sell back all of the upgrades that you still owned. That's going to net you an additional $1,050. So tonight, that's going to take you up to $2,007. And finally, we move over to our current champion, Scott Meyers. Scott, you have $4,650. We can already see the writing on the wall, but after selling back all of your upgrades, including the ones you were able to steal from Nels, that nets you an additional $3,100, meaning tonight your final score is $7,750, which means Scott Meyers should win tonight's game up and all.
Good game, guys. Yeah. How did you get to the happy day person? That's what blew me.
All right. Well, congratulations there. We'll come back to you here in just a moment. But first, let's go ahead and talk to our second, third place players. We start with Adam Oliver. Adam, man, you really gave it a shot tonight, but unfortunately, God and Nels both were just a little too much for you. Tell me, what do you think went wrong on your end?
Well, most of them quick other than some of the knowledge that didn't quite come my way, so I just end up in this predicament.
But hey, at the end of the day, I think you had fun playing Monopoly. Would you say that you did, and would you come back again?
Well, I will try.
Well, hey, we definitely appreciate you being here. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're out in the audience. Give it up there for Mr. Adam Oliver. He definitely gave it one heck of a try. Next, we move on over here. And no, unfortunately, Tony, he does not have a whammy, although it kind of does look like it. At this point, he would owe money to the whammies. Next, we move over to our second place player, our good buddy Nelson Esther. Nels, you got yourself $2,007 tonight that'll go into your overall season bank. So you had a really good run there in the acquisition phase.
I
Looked like
did.
you really had a chance to maybe even run off with this game, but then
I tried.
the bulldozer of Scott came in.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. He got lucky with that Happy Days question. If he didn't get that, I would definitely was going to get it. But he just get lucky. He's fast. I'm in awe. So.
Well, hey, again, you played a really good game.
Yeah.
I think you showed yourself you could definitely win the championship here.
Mhm.
If you just keep at it, a little bit more studying. Did
Yeah.
you have a good time this evening playing?
Of course. I always have fun playing Monopoly.
Well, hey, we always have a good time having you here. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
$2,007. Nelson Esther, give it up for him. Well, that means it's time for us to come over to our other friend, Mr. Scott Michels. Scott, you have done it, $7,750. But now there's only one question I've got to ask you. Are you ready to win some bonus cash?
Let's go and win 50,000 finally.
Let's see if we can do it. Let's go once around the block. All right, Scott. Here we are at our bonus game. So, of course, let's make sure. Boom, there he is on the board. I didn't screw it up this week, Travis. All right, so, Scott, here is how this thing is set up. So you are going to have 5 rolls to help you make it around this board. Now, to make things a little bit harder, you are going to need to place a couple of additional go-to-jail spaces. You'll be putting 1 on 2nd Street, 1 on 3rd Street, and 2 on 4th Street to make things a little bit harder. So let's start there. Where would you like to place yours on 2nd Street?
St. Charles Place.
All right, St. Charles gets the first one. What about 3rd Street?
That 3rd red, is that Illinois?
That would be Illinois. And we need 2 on 4th Street.
Let's get a little dicey with it. Pacific and Pennsylvania.
All right, Pacific and Pennsylvania. Boy, that is very dicey. Okay. Somebody had a little bit of the juice in the backstage area, so. All right. So, again, here's what's going to happen. So, our good friend there, we've decided to, now that he's back here, our good friend Jason Meyers, he is going to be shaking up that rock and roller over there. Yes, we did steal it from the Monopoly Millionaires Club. He's going to be shaking that sucker up. And whenever you're ready, you're going to tell him to throw those dice. He will let us know what that number is. If you roll doubles, of course, we'll give you an additional roll. And we'll see how far you make it around this board. Hopefully, not hitting any of those go-to-jail spaces. Do remember, if you use up all your rolls, that's okay. You'll be able to keep that money. If you can make it all the way past go, we will give you $25,000 in cold hard cash. But if you can land exactly on go and be the first person to do it, we will double that money and give you $50,000. So, Scott, if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, our audience, if you're ready, here we go. Let's go once around the block. So, Scott, whenever you're ready, tell Mr. Monopoly to stop that rock and roll.
Come on, let's start big. Boxcars. Roll them.
6 and a 5 for an 11.
Oh, no!
Scott Michels is in jail.
Wow.
Well, Scott, you got a little cocky. I think your nutsack's hanging out. You decided to put one a little too close. And there it went. Nothing doing there for you. Man, Scott, I got to ask you at this point, when you started throwing those out there, I said, what in the blue hell is he doing? So I'm going to ask you that question now. What in the blue hell were you thinking?
Like, I had a different strategy mapped out. I was hoping to hit average, like 7 or 8, so that way it would only be like a 2 or a 3 for that one, and then just roll over it. And then kind of keep up that momentum, but geez, high roll came at the wrong time.
Well, as our fantastic audience member Tony the Tiger tells us out there, note to self: never place St. Charles Place on that as a go to jail space. So yeah, that's
Writing that down now.
Lesson learned there, I do believe we can say. Well, Scott, we go ahead and take a quick look here. We add together what you won in the first episode to this one. That is going to take your winnings up to, and I'm doing this here in the quick, $17,730 if my math is correct. So that is a fantastic start here to the season. Scott, are we going to see you back here again next week?
You know it, I will be here.
Well, I sure hope so. Jason, what the blue hell was he thinking?
It was a bold strategy, and we saw how it played out. It wasn't bold enough.
Well, as we often say here at MVG, and pardon my French, but Scott decided to fuck around, and he found out. So those dice got him the first night of the Rock and Roller, coming to us from New Orleans, Louisiana, or Metairie. I almost said it wrong. Metairie proved to be toxic for him. Jason, I got to ask you, what did it feel like being in the Mr. Monopoly role tonight?
It felt weird at first, but as the game went on, I got a little too comfortable. In fact, I think I owed some people out in the audience some hearing aids for the bell that I was carrying with me. I'm sorry.
Hey, that is totally okay. But hey, we appreciate you did a good job. I definitely think that you lived up to the standard that Justin Ray set for us in season 1. So we're glad to have you here. And ladies and gentlemen out there in the studio audience, we are glad to have you here as well. Now, here is a programming note. Next week, if everything works out, Monopoly will be moving to a new day and time. It will be moving to Tuesday nights at 11:10 Central, which is when you should see us coming on. Works a little bit better with my schedule. We'll make sure that it works with our champion schedule as well. But go ahead and plan on seeing us next week on Tuesday night, and we will likely stay there moving into the future as well. So we thank you so much for being here watching. Make sure, again, like the video. Make sure to leave us some comments. Tell us what you like, what you didn't like. Hopefully all the mic issues are worked out, and they'll stay worked out. I can't promise anything, though. But subscribe, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell somebody about MVG Productions and Grandma Studios. See if you can get them to subscribe here as well. But that's all we've got here tonight for Monopoly. I'd like to thank Mr. Monopoly, Jason Meyers. I'd like to thank Travis Coulter and Brandon Scruggs, our fearless leader, and everybody here at MVG that continues to make all these game shows possible. But I was your host, Turd Ferguson, and as you know, you sure as hell aren't. We'll see you back here once again next week for